You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, let's talk about the Browns Patriots. Wow. Number one, Drake Maye, firmly in the MVP conversation, no doubt about it. The Patriots, unbelievably, let's just say this out loud. They had Tom Brady all these years, and somehow, some way, the Jets, Browns, Cardinals, I'm sure if we just New Orleans, I mean, they had Drew Brees for a long time. All these other franchises can't get it right. They got Tom Brady, have a 5-year gap, and they've now landed a kid that looks like he's a top 5 quarterback in the league right now. It's pretty unbelievable. Pretty unbelievable. For the Browns fans, woo. Let's just start out here because I know there's going to be, well, there's not going to be, there is, because they're heading into their bye, and this is the perfect opportunity to go to Shedeur Sanders. They're not going to. They're not going to. Dillon Gabriel will remain the Browns starter following the team's bye, head coach Kevin Stefanski announced. Now, we had heard, I did a video the other day where we were hearing that you were looking at something like the last 4 games of the year, maybe. It didn't look good today. I mean, I'd be the first to say it did not look good at all. By the way, we'll get to Myles Garrett in just a minute and Mike Vrabel because he crushed this offense of the Browns. And we know Vrabel was there last year. But we're going to hear his comments, and boy, if you're in the fire Stefanski crowd, I mean, I'd hear this and be like, okay, you've got what we all know is a very solid, sound NFL head coach in Mike Vrabel that had a stable Titans franchise and look, the Patriots are now what, 6-2 after being 4-13 last year with a quarterback that looks like he's going to be an MVP candidate, or he is, barring some meltdown. And he's trashing your offense. Dillon Gabriel, 21-35, 156, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Wow. 18-24, 282, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick for Drake Maye. Travion Henderson will make all the New England sports radio guys happy this week because he finally got off a little bit this week. Right there, 10 for 75, 7.5. Drake Maye, 7 for 50 on top of everything else he did today. Good God. This is Dillon Gabriel getting a safety because he's in the end zone, throwing the ball out of bounds. Yeah, not a great idea. Not a great idea. Not a thing, dude. Not a tears, man. Trash. Woo, beautiful hate watch. He's ass. Woo! Myles Garrett losing his shit, and this was a historic performance. Somehow Drake Maye put up those numbers, and Myles Garrett got in his ass today.
This out. 5 sacks.
Right here, 5 sacks, single game franchise record. Patriots, most sacks allowed to a single player all time. He was mad as hell because Stefanski took him out of the game. I don't know. I don't know what he was doing there. I really don't. Mike Vrabel on Stefanski's offense.
We're going to take care of the ball better and continue to find opportunities. They hadn't turned it over. And then when their gimmick plays ran out, I thought we played pretty good defense.
In case you did not get that, quote, when their gimmick plays ran out, we played pretty good defense. ML football is kind of a joke these days, but it's an awful look for Cleveland. He's not wrong. Drake. I mean, the touch on this, boom, dropped it in there. This kid. And by the way, Kayshon Boutte, showing his ass these days. Belichick couldn't draft a wide receiver. He drafted that one. Boy, New England's kind of, that's been, now that there's an actual quarterback in the house with the Patriots, that's been lost in the discussion that Belichick hit on that draft pick at wide receiver. Just throwing that out there. Myles Garrett.
Young quarterback that's fighting. I see a young team that's fighting all across the board. So we all got to help each other. And there's just no one on the outside who's going to help us. There's no one who's going to come in with the magic cure-all. So we have to rally together and find the best way to win. As a unit, as a team, because we're the only people who can get out of this. We dug ourselves in this hole, so we gotta keep on working to get out of it.
Appreciate it.
Young quarterback that's fighting.
Okay, in case you didn't get that, I see a young quarterback who's fighting. Says they all have to pull together to dig out of this hole. Well, if you're a Browns fan, you're like, damn, we've been in this hole as long as you can remember. I can remember when the Browns were good. I mean, the Kosar days. I remember all that, I mean, there was a time the Browns, were tough out, believe it or not. If you are in the fire Kevin Stefanski, start Shedeur Sanders camp, this was kind of a dream scenario situation for you because you look right, because there's a lot of people out there that have been like, well, Dillon Gabriel doesn't turn the ball over. He did today. Now, here's the problem. Normally, you wouldn't pull Dillon Gabriel. All right? Because he's a rookie and 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. You'd be like, okay, we've seen worse rookie performances than that. And he hadn't been turning the ball over. You wouldn't try to pull him. But the problem is, and this is kind of the situation the franchise put itself into, you've drafted another rookie quarterback you need to look at. And that's the problem here. You got another rookie quarterback you need to look at. And look, I was like, you got to give Gabriel a chance. You got to give Gabriel a chance. After seeing today, I'm like, look, you got a bye week. Get Shedeur ready. Put him out there. You're going to know very quickly over about 3 weeks whether or not the kid can play. Maybe not even that long. 2 weeks. I've said before, you can tell pretty quick if a guy can be a guy, or at least flashes that he can be a guy. I always use the Brock Purdy scenario. When they put him in his first preseason game, I went, that guy's a starter in the National Football League. First game ever as a 7th round pick because it just looked easy for him. Now, Shedeur's first preseason game, he looked real solid. The problem is that second game exists. And he looked absolutely horrible. But at this point, I mean, what do you got to lose? And I don't know what's going to happen if they end up benching Dillon Gabriel for Deshaun Watson. And the trade deadline's already come and gone at that point. Because that could happen. And then, holy shit, social media. Whoa! Wow. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.